Aloha everyone, I'm Cheryl Hamilton from createwithcheryl.me, and today I'm going to show you this really cute post-it note calendar. It makes a great gift, folds flat to mail, and when you open it up it acts like kind of an easel, and you could put your post-it notes and your calendar, and it has these really pretty paper florist dies on top. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll show you how to make this. My project today is an easel calendar that has a post-it note on it. So it's very functional and makes a great item for craft fairs or for gifts. It does fit in a standard size envelope, so you can mail it probably with 2 stamps. To make this calendar, I started out with a piece of garden green cardstock that I cut 4.5 inches by 11. And so that's basically a half a sheet of cardstock. And then I've scored it at 2 3/4 and at 5.5. So you fold it at the score lines, and I'm folding it mountain. So that means I'm just folding in the same direction. So that's like a mountain, and then the other one I'm going to do the same way, like this. Okay, so and then I also cut a piece of garden green cardstock, and this is 4.25 inches by 5.5 inches, and this will be the front part of the card. I wanted some designer series paper for this, so I've cut Delightfully Eclectic designer series paper, 4 inches by 5.25, and then I cut a piece of basic white cardstock, the same measurement, 4 by 5.25. While I'm cutting, I've cut out garden green. Okay, to go under the calendar, this piece is 2.5 by 3.25. And then I have another one to go under the post-it notes. That's 3.25 by 3.25. Okay, so now I'll get started with you. Okay, glue the designer series paper onto the inside of the card. Let me think about this. So it's gonna go like this. So this is the bottom part, and I'm gonna glue it onto here, just like this. If you use this green Tombow glue, you really don't need very much, and it'll stay really well. And you have a couple of seconds to position it. There you go. Okay, and then the next thing I'm doing is I want to put this for the front and glue it like this. So you don't want to put glue all over this, or it's going to be a big mess. You want to put glue on this flap right here. And then you're positioning it like, I'll show you, like this. Try to get it perfectly straight. And so it's like this, you guys. So imagine the post-it notes down here, and it's going to be kind of an easel. Okay, so that's kind of the basics. I'll set this aside, and a lot of times, well, usually with these, I put another piece of designer series paper up here, but I want to do this a little differently so that these beautiful flowers can really, I can show them off without it being too busy. So I'm taking a blending brush, and lost my bubble bath. Here it is. I'm going to dip it into bubble bath ink, and just grab some ink on there. I start off on the side and then go on to the paper, and I just didn't want it to be quite as really bright white as it was. I want it to be a little bit pink. The reason I don't start right at the paper, because it could make a big oval mark right there, and I want it to be more settled than that. You can either just go in circular motions or just wipe it straight across like this. One more. I think I need to re-ink this. So, okay, so see how it's picked up a little bit of the pink. Not very much. Okay, I'm going to take this paper and glue it onto this garden green. So it's going to be like this. Okay, let me see. I'm going to glue the calendar down to here so that I know where to put my flowers, and I'm not putting it up here. I want to have enough room here to do some fun things. These calendars I got from vippies.com, and I will put the link in my tutorial that I'm giving you. So this piece again is garden green 2.5 by 3 1/4. Just gluing it down to the bottom of the front part. And then these calendars, I'm just going to remove this sticky thing and stick them on here. There you go. The inside, I've got this piece I cut at, let me think, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 garden green. So that's where my Post-it notes are going to go. I don't put them right in the middle. I put them again a little bit towards the bottom. And just grab a Post-it note. And I'm just going to glue this whole thing on. There you go. Okay, and it closes just like this, and now I'm ready for the fun part up here. I've cut out a bunch of flowers and leaves using paper florist dies, and they're just beautiful. You guys are going to love these. So whenever you pick these, pick colors that coordinate with your designer series paper. So I know there's the Bubble Bath, Fresh Freesia, Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, and Old Olive. I can see them right there. And it's like I know all those colors because I'm playing around with them every day. But it does tell you in your catalog or on the back of your designer series paper which colors coordinate with it. So let me see. Another thing for these flowers, so I don't make a mess, I'm just going to use glue dots. And so let me put together the big pink flower first. And I like to curl them a little bit, so I'm just finding where the front is. You could tell that's not quite as nice. This is the nice clean front. And I'm just going to curl them just a bit. Don't do it too hard because you could break them off, but just do it like you're curling ribbon, and it makes them a little bit curled up. Okay, let me do the 2 smaller pieces. I think these dies cut out these 4 pieces at one time, which I really appreciated. It's nice when they cut out more than one. Okay, so when I grab my glue dots, sometimes you can just, do you guys see the dot on there right here? You can just push your paper on and it'll grab it, you know, so it's stuck right there. And instead of putting it just like this, it's fine to do that, but I just put mine a little bit off center. Let me see. Oh, I better do it more than that. Okay, like this. So that was good. And same with this. I'm going to pick one up. And then glue the small one onto the large one. Okay, so there you have a really pretty flower. Oh, the inside, it was this little white piece. That I'm sticking in the middle. I think that's really pretty. Okay, let me think how I did this. This is soft sea foam. I'm just kind of placing them where I want so I can, and this is garden green. Let me do these first to get them out of the way. I think I'll go with what I was saying and just use glue dots. You have to be careful with when you have a delicate skinny cut like this. You might need to use take your pick tool like this to grab the glue dot. But be careful because they could break. Let's see, I'll put one. Oops, I did the wrong side. Okay, 2 of the, oh, those things. That's what I was looking. If it's not glued down enough for you, you can always stick more glue dots under it later. Yeah, like that could probably use, let me grab another one. I don't want to go over too much because what if I want to mail it to a friend in an envelope? I don't want it to bend. So I can go all the way up to the, you know, to the garden green side. Getting there. So next I want to do these cute little tulips. And again, find which side looks better. And I'm going to make one of them fresh freesia, one of them cherry cobbler. So what I'm doing is adding one teeny little, teeny little drop of glue on top of here. You have a few seconds. Can you guys see that? It's real little. And I'm going to use this side with my putty in it to pick these little things up. Now there's 3 sizes. This is the big one. Let me see which side is. I don't know. So I'm going to put it down and just try to use my finger to get it on there. These would be a real mess if you're just trying to use your fingers. So if you have this take your pick tool, it's really going to save you. Isn't that cute? And I can see the white under it, so let me move it just a bit. There you go. One more. Okay, how am I going to stick them under? I guess I'm going to use a glue dot again. You could use a drop of glue too. Just know some of you get really carried away with that and you might be so happy with the glue dots. So I've got a little dot. Let me think where I want it. I'm going to put them to the side like this. And I'm just expecting this to all be covered up. Yeah. One more glue dot. I didn't do this one yet. So this is a little spiky flower. I don't know what it is, but I like the way it brings out the cherry cobbler that's in the paper. I'm scared it's gonna, that's so skinny. I'm scared it'll tear it. So let me do this. If you can bunch up your glue dots too so they don't show. You can kind of roll them like this. And put it right in the middle. You see, this is going here, put it right there, and then I'm just going to grab 2 glue dots on this to make it extra strong because it's pretty big, and it's going to go right here. Let me see, and I found these. These are these flat adhesive back pearls that are so beautiful. So I'm going to use those on, but we have some really neat embellishments. I'm sure you guys can find some in your stash, but I'm going to put this on there. And then for the little flower, it's hard to grab it. Come on. I'm going to put it on this one. Whoops, and that's it. Isn't that pretty? And so you just fold it up, and this is how it's going to look on your desk. So I hope you guys try this and have fun with it. And thanks again so much for watching. stop by my website at createwithcheryl.me for more inspiration. And have a great day. Aloha.